Hey, do you know I had the most amazing dream last night?
Really?
Yeah. I dreamt about this really gorgeous woman.
Anyone I know?
Maybe.
I bet she was doing real naughty things to you, huh?
Yeah, well, they were so naughty, just thinking about them makes me, blush.
You blush? Now I'd pay to see that.
Well, you don't have to. Why don't you just get on the next flight to Chicago?
How is Chicago?
It's cold, but the case is warming up. So, get out here.
I can't.
Why not?
It's just, you know.
Kendall.
I mean, you're not going to believe this, Aiden. I wouldn't have believed it if I didn't see it with my own eyes.
What's that?
It was great, Aiden. It was so great. Kendall let me spend time with Spike.
Wow, really? And that didn't seem strange to you?
Yes. How could things with Kendall not be strange these days? Of course, we're not like we used to be, not yet.
And you really think that things could get back to the way they used to be?
Maybe not. Maybe we'll never make it all the way back to best friends, but we're trying. I mean, that's what matters.
I guess so.
It's important to me, Aiden. I know most people wouldn't understand, but before everything happened, Kendall and I, we were like sisters.
You know, I know Kendall very well.
Is this the part where we kiss and tell?
Don't be ridiculous.
Well, I know you guys had a thing once upon a time.
Look, Greenie, this is not about Kendall and my relationship, right? This is about who she is.
Like I wouldn't know?
So how was Kendall when you were with her?
Kendall and I, we were both crying. It was hard.
So then why would Kendall do it? Let you see Spike?
Because she misses us too.
So what with the accident, you turning up at a hospital, Spike's deafness, I mean, after knowing Kendall for all these years, you really think that Kendall is willing to forgive and forget? Hang on, let's talk about this later. I have to go, I'll call you. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Banachek.
Yes, can we help you?
Yes, well, I hope so. I'm a reporter. I'd like to speak to you about someone that you used to know. What can you tell me about Richie Novak?
So you're a reporter?
Yes, that's right. I work freelance for one of the big magazines. So, when was the last time you heard from Richie Novak?
It's a name we haven't heard in a long time.
So you haven't been in touch recently, then?
Oh, not since his family left town.
Why do you ask?
Well, I'm doing a sidebar on Richie for one of the London outlets. His connection to Ryan Lavery, his new brother-in-law.
Yeah, I don't recognize that name.
All right. Ryan Lavery is a big corporate executive on the East Coast. So anyway, I interviewed Richie, and he mentioned you, and he also said that you were close.
Oh, he mentioned us? Isn't that sweet?
He's a good kid.
Very polite and caring. He was so generous to us during a very sad time.
Came by to visit, helped around the house.
A sad time?
Our son, Jay?
He drowned.
I'm sorry, I had no idea. I mean, I didn't mean to...
Yeah, it's okay. They were camping on a scouting trip.
It was so quiet here after Richie brought some life back to an empty house.
He was like another son to us.
It sounds like Richie came into your life just at the right time.
The other children, they didn't know how to respond to our son's death, and one even went so far as to blame Richie for it. Do you remember that?
How could I forget something like that?
Well, I'm so sorry to hear that. You know, kids. So what exactly did the boy say?
Greenlee, it's good to see you. How about you some breakfast?
Oh, too late.
How about another glass of orange juice?
Don't go crazy, JR.
Your treat, then.
No one told me I won the date with JR lottery.
I wanted to apologize.
Oh, so ought to be good.
The other night when little A went missing with Annie Lavery's brother, I shot off my mouth.
And this is different how?
I forgot about the whole kid thing with you.
What whole kid thing?
You know, I was going on and on about how they complete your life, yada yada. It was completely insensitive. And I forgot that you had the problem in that area, and I just wanted to say that I was sorry.
Well, no offense taken.
Thanks.
So, we done now?
Not exactly. There's still something I haven't told you.
Oh, right. Is this the wish you said you could grant?
Turning back the clock. Great memory.
Well, am I finally going to hear all about it, or are you going to keep pretending you enjoy my company?
I've been digging into Slater's business ever since he took Chandler from us.
Find anything fun?
Well, I wouldn't call it that, but I did stumble upon something that might interest you.
Well, then spill it.
I know why you don't have a kid of your own. And it's not because of the blackout.
What kind of load of crap is this, JR? What are you selling?
Just the truth. The blackout is not the reason you don't have a house full of babies running around in it.
Of course the blackout is the reason I don't have Ryan's baby. It thawed all my fertilized embryos. All hope lost.
Not exactly.
Kendall used her own egg. I left town. Do you need me to write this out for you?
As it turns out, none of that had to happen at all.
Which part? Me losing my last chance at having Ryan's baby? Me losing my best friend? Or me losing my husband?
Or D. All of the above. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't be getting...
No. Stay at this table. Tell me what this is about.
Look, Annie is with Ryan. Your best friend's with Slater. Everybody's moved on.
Sort of.
And you're saying you're moving on too?
Yes, moving on. Completely over it? I'm trying.
Right, and you said you didn't want any revenge on Slater, and trying to set things right would be all sorts of complicated.
Yeah, but since when do you ever care about setting things right? Or me?
I care about you. I care about what's happened to you. You're not the only one who's trying to make a change.
Right, okay. Well, I don't believe that, but how could things possibly be set right now?
Maybe they can't be. All things happen for a reason, right?
Yeah, and I want to know the reason for this conversation.
Look, if my hunch is right, it's probably Ryan's problem anyway.
Why? What did you find?
Nothing. Nothing really at all. I mean, it's just suspicion, but, you know, I'm not even sure I can confirm it.
Confirm what?
If I did you a favor, would you pay me back?
Are you freaking kidding me? You show up here, you ruin my breakfast spouting all kinds of BS about my reproductive history like that's any of your business, and now you want some favor? What is going on? What are you talking about?
After the blackout, what happened to your eggs? Where did they go?
What exactly did this boy accuse Richie of?
The boy wasn't credible. He never came forward at the time. We started getting these cards every year.
On the anniversary of our son's death. Sympathy cards. It's very disturbing.
And what did these cards say?
Always the same thing. I saw him die. It didn't happen the way you think.
Well, that couldn't have been easy. And the boy's name?
It's been so long now.
Tommy something.
What difference does it make? Our boy's still gone. We can't bring him back.
Richie Novak was a great kid. Wouldn't hurt a soul.
He was so sweet, we gave him our son's baseball card collection.
With an original Mickey Mantle rookie card.
Wow, that sounds pretty valuable.
Oh, it wasn't about money. Richie just loved that collection.